Buster.
Hey, what's up? Mistakes have been
Oh,
made.
you shorted this?
You damn right I shorted it last night.
Oh, last night.
Yeah, last night. Yeah, so I'm sitting in
Oh,
this
you
position
held
from that. He said what?
that you held to the open.
I guess I went to sleep on this one. I woke up and I was like, ah, shit. I mean, I would take my break even if it gave it to me, but obviously, when it gave it to me, I was obviously asleep at that time at 2 o'clock in the morning. So, mm. I just reduced my risk down from. Oh, honestly, I should have just stopped out of this like right here or something like that. Should have just stopped out. Mm. Yeah, I don't know why I fell for it. Hey, good morning, JC. Good morning. Uh,
Did you see you Profit's new accounts?
yeah, I saw that. I was like, these people just don't learn. They just oh shit, what the fuck? They just don't learn. Yeah, their dead count with the 30% consistency rule on top of it. Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, they got 30%.
Yeah, it's the 30% consistency rule on top of it. So
Dang.
yeah, it seems like all these prop firms are gonna have that. And someone actually, so for whatever reason, I guess because I'm talking shit about you profit so much now, after praising, giving it so much praise, uh, a video came up on my YouTube and somebody else was talking about how, you profit started off with the best accounts in the game once they introduced the zero accounts and then, they fumbled the bag with these new rules that came out of nowhere. So if you got your payout, if you requested the payout the first time, you would have got it because apparently they just implemented these rules November 26th or something like that. So they just implemented these rules. Um, so you probably would have got a payout if you anyway, it doesn't matter. So basically that whole your account can't be what 1.5% of the account balance and it can't sit in a negative balance, all that blah blah blah. It was basically saying that that's low key a daily loss limit right there. It's low key a daily loss limit. And when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that's absolutely right. That is a daily loss limit. Because if I mean it won't close out the account, but it gives the prop firm the ability to deny the payout, which obviously that's what we're doing it for. So I guess it's a tool used by the prop firm to not say what it is for real, but say it as something different. And they can use it in the end to keep money on their side of the bank. So in their Discord, they said something about, I know that a lot of people are talking about our practices, but that's only a small sample size of traders. Over 90% of traders are getting paid out. Yeah, right.
Whatever.
Yeah, right. Shut up.
Try to gaslight the people.
Yeah, shut up.
Right.
Shit.
That all the way up.
No, that's the bad thing to have a reputation. I mean, I've canceled majority of my U Profit accounts. The only ones I'm going to keep is the original 150Ks. I bought two before the price increase because I was like, I want accounts that I can gamble in. Might as well just buy two of them, and I'm gonna keep those. But I'm not gonna do business with you profit anymore. And this time I mean it. This this time I mean it.
Keep switching up. Cool to keep switching up.
Man. So from now on, I'm going to start saying that, man, I'm acting like you profit when I start being foolish in these markets. When I go on a win streak and kind of like what JC says, oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving everybody. I forgot about that. I ain't gonna lie. A day is just a day. Yeah. So me and JC was talking last night, and he does the same thing that we do. What's up, Jack? What's up? Where we self sabotage because he said every time he gets that payout, he always goes on a self sabotaging streak. And I was like, man, that's exactly what I do. After the payout, I guess my mind doesn't see a purpose and all that focus and dedication. And I guess it's like my mind trying to take a vacation. So I just blow up everything just to start over again. Mm. How's everybody's day going so far? Y'all got any plans? Are y'all traveling to see family? Or you're just like me? It's just another day. I'm just going to enjoy the time off from work. How's everybody spending their Thanksgiving? Everybody look at this footprint chart. I'm gonna get this footprint chart down. Like, I'm gonna get it down.
I'd be able to understand it today with such low volume.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's look at that. There's a lot of things that I know I don't do, and I should start making it a part of my daily routine. Is because I mean we used to do it, but I mean we gotten so used to the price action. I don't even do it anymore. Just looking at the daily volume to kind of know what to expect. I mean, honestly, that's decent volume from the Nasdaq for it to be a holiday. That's decent volume.
What's it sitting at?
It's in at 100,000. I mean, obviously, we want to see more than 200,000, but that's decent value for the MNQ. That's decent. Um, I mean, everybody else is trading at them pre-market daily volume. I guess that's just the algos trading, but the Nasdaq is definitely she got a little bit of volume in her right now. Interesting. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Mad Moxie. Yeah, I got stopped out of that play from last night. This is actually probably a good play right here, honestly, on the ES. That's actually probably a good play. I might just take that. Yeah, can you just fill my order? Shit. Nah, I'll give it 1 point of risk. or 2 points. Yeah, just give it 2 points of risk right here. They're selling the retest. So since Smith is back, I guess we'll just go back to the original plan. I'm gonna probably start focusing more on the ES now and just take Nasdaq trades as extra profits. I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna focus solely on the ES because she sucks, but um, I feel like we can do. There's a lot of untapped potential in the ES, and if we can get good entries, we can trade the ES with size, and we can get 8 to 9 points. Let me actually look at this. Because we know that she'll range in a 10-point range. So if we get like an 8-point target on the ES, and probably like what have like a 20 lot or something like that. I mean, with 8 points, that's $800, and we can do that consistently every day. We can get 8 points on the ES. We can get more than that on the ES, but 8 points with size is all you really need, and low risk. I mean, we don't have to worry about the craziness with the Nasdaq in terms of overshooting. I mean, if one instrument respects price structure, it will be the ES. The only reason why I took this is because I'm selling a retest of this breaker structure to the downside. So I'm going to make the assumption that there's going to be sellers here. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not looking for a reversal. I'm just looking for the sellers to come in and sell this thing down. That's it. That's all I'm looking for. I guess, and if we don't get it, we just don't get it.
Yeah, close out of that. Flip long. Join
Out
the
of the
good side. Join the Jedi.
Join the Jedi.
Yeah.
Well, I'll accept my loss on the Nasdaq because I mean, if this shit don't hold, then that's just gonna squeeze up to 920, 940. I'll accept that. But it's only a 2-point loss on the ES, so I'm not gonna make a big deal about it.
Okay.
And yeah, Muhammad came back on yesterday and we had a long conversation. And when I watched the replay of the stream, hopefully he didn't think that I was mad at him. I was just mad at the Nasdaq. What the Nasdaq did yesterday was so yesterday I got in at around 725 and I think I scaled in at the top of this range, I think yesterday. And I had my stop. You see where, well, I don't know if you're looking at the stream, but at 675 is where I had my stop. 675. So not only did the Nasdaq would have stopped me out, she would have ran and hit all my targets yesterday. And when I said that I felt all the tilt energy build up, and I had no accounts to trade tilt in. I just had to sit with that energy, man. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit was not fun, man. It was not fun. I did not like it whatsoever. Did not like it. Being in a situation where I felt like I couldn't do anything because I'm not gonna buy accounts to trade tilt in, but at the same time, I had to sit there and take it. I didn't like it.
Yeah. That's like a recurring theme within Q.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to the ES. She want to act up. I'm going to ES. Nah, I can't do that.
What happens when ES act up?
ES don't be acting up. Gain weight. I want that written apology.
Different. What happened? Another apology?
No, he said he wants his written apology if this thing goes up overnight. And I said, okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this thing kept going up. Definitely kept going up.
We go, y'all. ES to 640.
You think ES going to 640?
Maybe like, well, ultimately yes, but maybe like, not today, but maybe like 32.
32, 33. Yeah, yeah. I was actually I was actually thinking about actually just getting in at that level, but I want to see what they do here at this retest. And 32, 33 was actually the level I really wanted to short on the ES. That's why I had my limit sitting there. But I just wanted to see if they'll sell this retest right here before we get that move up there to 33. Mm.
It's a Black Grand National. F being rational. Oh, not enough.
But yeah, next week I'm definitely going to like I said, I do take in what y'all say. I do take it in. It just in real time that shit ain't gonna happen. But after I sit down and think about it, then okay, yeah, all right, fine, shit, fine. The market's not doing what I want, fine.
What happened this time?
No, we're just talking about what happened yesterday. Well, oh yeah, I guess I didn't say it. Muhammad came on yesterday. What he was saying was true. He did say something that was really funny though. He said that he said that what me and you do is either give me what I want or liquidate my account. Give me what I want or liquidate my account.
That's what he said. Yeah, that was funny, dude. I was like, yeah, that's how it is. Give me what I want or liquidate my account. Yeah, now are we waiting on? No. But yeah. I mean that's true, man. At least for me, man. It's true. Just give me what I want. Give me my damn target. Give me what I want. Shit. It ain't hard. But yeah. Gainway was saying the stuff too. I mean, Gainway always be saying stuff. I just don't want him to be right when I'm on the wrong side. I want you to be right. Shit.
Stop being right all the time, gain weight. How about that? I'm trying to take away my hopes and dreams. But nah. Mm. But you know what though? Mm, I give it one more tick. Probably just reduce the risk on that one. Probably got stopped out of that Nasdaq trade. Yeah, he's gonna probably get stopped out. Obviously, I reduced my risk on this one though. All right, fine. The market wants to go up. Fine, it wants to go up.
Close out of that flip long. You could
Shit,
be
it's
on
too
the
high to buy.
Jedi's.
You don't think it's too high to buy?
Sorry, Matt.
Hmm. Yeah, 29.25 is where I'll stop out of this if I'm wrong because they're supposed to sell this. Hmm. And actually, what I'm probably going to start doing, I'm probably going to have to start writing this down because the one thing that I know that I definitely will work on is just being mindful when the emotions are high in the market because obviously the price action will be different. I do, I, I do. How do I want to say it? I do disregard the emotional part of the market. I do disregard it at times. And when I disregard it, those are usually my worst days. When emotions are high and people are buying based on emotions instead of logic, I just gotta be mindful of days like that. Oh shit, I forgot about. Oh damn, forgot about that. Oh well, forgot about that. Okay, I probably just have to start doing like a checklist or something like that. I'll probably start doing that like every day or something. Like I'll probably like over the weekend I'll probably make a trading checklist. And I'll implement that as part of my daily routine. So I can be in the right mindset when we trade. Yeah. I mean, they broke structure to the downside and they came back and they sold it. They broke structure and they came back. And this move right here, selling that move, that right here, I mean, this 28 to about 13. No, that's like 10 by like a 12-point move, but it was really like a 28-point move from the top to bottom. Mm. I'm probably stopped out of that Nasdaq trade. Oh wow, I'm still in this thing. Wow, that's so crazy. I'm still in this thing. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm still in this thing. Hmm. I don't hate longs, gain weight. I mean that's why. Where's your target at, gain weight? Oh, it's probably at 900 with everybody else's target. You know the Nasdaq front runs 900 every or that 100 level every time. Why do y'all like what? Okay, that now. Why do people keep falling for that one? You know she ain't gonna touch it. You know she's gonna have to wait for a pullback and then she'll come back and touch that 900. She always does that shit. She always does it. She'll never hit that 100 mark the first time. Or I guess I should say it's highly unlikely that she touches it the first time instead of an absolute. Oh, your target is 21,300. Mm. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to. Yeah, like I'll just make the changes I need to make. I mean, it gets filled eventually, right? So, so that profit target that you're going for, Gainway, how long of a horizon do you think is going to take for a price to get all the way up there? Okay, 2 days. What would be the reason for literally, what is that? A 600-point pump almost? So this is like 9. You said 300. So like that's a 400, 500-point play. 400-point play? What's going to make the market pump up 400 points? Now, I know tomorrow is end of month. I know tomorrow is end of month. So we could see a lot of volatility tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day in the month of November. We come back December 1st, Sunday night, going into December 2nd for the new month. So, I mean, I guess we could see a lot of volatility. I don't know if we see 400 points of volatility, but
Did you flip to the Jedis yet?
no, I ain't get stopped out yet. I mean, it's coming, but I ain't get stopped out yet. Hmm. If I start trading like this, I guess I'll go back to how I used to trade with the picky entries again. And if I'm selling this Nasdaq trade, I'd be like, shit. Well, all right, maybe if I do give it one more tick. I'm still on this Nasdaq trade. It hasn't even stopped me out yet. Hmm. 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 Okay, so I'm gonna have to be a lot better with this. So obviously this Bitcoin chart is wrong. Wow. And this thing is all the way wrong. Hey, what's up, Mohammed? What's up? How's your Thanksgiving going? Mm. And yeah, Mohammed, yeah, I appreciate our conversation yesterday. I appreciate our conversation yesterday, man. There's no trade. Yeah, I'm not taking any trades myself in any of my fund accounts today or tomorrow. I'm not gonna be taking any trades. Give my targets or liquidate my account. Oh man, that is so hilarious. That is hilarious. Yeah, my target or liquidate my account. Hmm. Okay, so I think that's gonna be the plan, man. I built this shit brick by brick. Me. I built this shit brick by brick. I mean, they come back in this. Like they probably come back like right here. Like even if they do get it. Yeah, I do see that, Mohammed. There is no liquidity. I mean, well, obviously we're not getting the back end of the stocks. But kind of going over the liquidity again. Like I said, the only one that's trading with decent volume, even though that's still below average, is the MNQ. Everybody else is trading at pre-market levels. Mm. Yeah, motivational healing. Yeah, that's yeah. I took this short last night and I held it into the morning, and mm, we'll see what happens with it. Mm. Yeah, I think that's it for me, man. I really think. I think I'm tired of playing that game now. I'm tired of playing that game. Yeah, I definitely agree. That's why I'm not going to take a. I'm not trading in any serious account. I'm definitely not going to risk any of my capital that I worked hard for to build in my funded accounts for a day like this. I mean, even on the Nasdaq here. I mean, the Nasdaq since the open, we even had a gap open. That's crazy. We even had we got a small little gap here. I didn't realize that we got a small little gap here on the Nasdaq. Is a gap between 815 and 811 on the Nasdaq. I didn't notice that. Hmm. No, this is just an eval. This is the eval that I started trading in yesterday. It's an eval, which is basically the same. I think what I need is a bigger account. I mean, just like a decent size account, so I can trade the way I want to trade. Mm. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to look at. How much would that cost me? Mm. Mm. I guess the market. No, let me just shut up. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. I say something to gaslight the NQ and she'll just do it out of spite. Let me shut up. Mm. Ah, shit. You know what? I didn't even. Oh my God. I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that at all. I didn't think about that. Damn. Okay. If the market is going to be so kind, if the market is going to be so kind to not super pump overnight, Nvidia is in an area at a potential double bottom here, getting 142 calls, 140 to 142 calls for a retest of that area. $145. I'll just have to see how much that costs. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. All right. Mm. Okay. Well. All right. Yeah, because I mean, all that's doing is resulting in. That's all that's doing is resulting in me doing this. Oh man. Hmm. Yeah, we can probably see this thing come all the way back up here to 930. Well, hmm. Yeah, that's probably where it's trying to go. It's probably trying to go to 926. Yeah, it's trying to probably go to 926, 930 on the ES or the Nasdaq. Hmm. Damn, that's probably exactly where it's trying to go. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe I just have to look at that because technically it's supposed to be this one. Technically. Yeah, I mean, how can you, what can you do? Hmm. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hey Smith, are you still there?
Yeah.
Did you know that what's his name? Danny Trades has a prop firm. Did you know that?
Yeah, I saw something on that.
I didn't know he had a prop firm.
I wouldn't. I would not trust that guy's profile.
I mean, I wouldn't trust it either. I'm just surprised at the fact that he has one. Gain weight. Where you at with your prop firm at? I mean, where you at with your prop firm? But Funded Future Network? Mohammed, this is my first time hearing about them. Huh. Okay. Educational prowess. So yeah, honestly, like I said, I don't know why. Well, okay. I mean, it's none of my business, but so let's look at that. So this is what the Funded Futures Network, and you said so. Wow, like, dude, you are a professional trader at this point. You might as well be a professional trader at this point. A 15% consistency rule. Wow. You pass one of these accounts, you get a payout, you take this to a institution trading firm of any kind, and they'll be foolish not to hire you. You are a professional trader if you can get past this.
Who is that? Is that Danny's?
Nah, this is the Funded Futures Network. Uh I think his is like the Funded Futures Funded Family or some crazy ass shit like that. Let's look at that. Let's look at the prices. Yeah, I saw it today randomly on. Well, first I saw it on YouTube, then I saw it on Twitter, and then I saw it on YouTube and I searched the prop firm, and then I saw it on Twitter. So the Funded Futures Family is, I think, his prop firm. He's a CEO of this prop firm right here, which, like I said, I mean, he's one trader. He does show that he does. I mean, sim or not. I mean, we're not even going to argue the fact if he's using a sim or not. I mean, I mean, at one point in time, he had the biggest payout in Top Step history. This guy, the CEO of this company. So I'm not here to argue if he's a sim trader or if he's a scam artist or whatever the hell he is. Sim or not, he's showing his entries and he's making the money. So if it's a sim, it's still working out. But that's not the problem. I mean, that's not the point. It's just the fact that he's an individual trader, and I guess he does have partners, and they all started up a prop firm.
I wouldn't trust that at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it either.
It's on the level of the funded trader on the Forex side.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because the dark side about business is like, well, if push comes to shove, you can always file for bankruptcy. You can always file for bankruptcy and have all your debts forgiven, and anybody that buys into your program holding the bag. I mean, this game has been played for so long. I'm surprised people still fall for it. I mean, the crypto market, I mean, shit, they're used to it by now because it started out that way. Them actually getting paid out for the stuff that they buy is actually a blessing, but they're used to getting rug pulled every time. But now it seems like those certain behaviors is trying to trickle into the futures market. And I'm pretty sure that's why the CME is and the CFTC is probably like, yo, y'all keep all that wild west shit over there. We're professional traders over here. Mm. Yeah, he has no activation fees on none of his accounts. You got all this buying power. I mean, the cheapest account is $150 per month. The most expensive is $550 for 250,000 in buying power. It says payout every 7 days. You said what?
It's not. It's really not. It's really whatever your drawdown is.
Mm-hmm.
That's your buying power. Minimum days to pass 1. Oh, he's taking it straight out the DGen book. This is straight out the Fast Track Trader, Apex.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, trader. Welcome back. That's funny. Payouts and withdrawals. I mean, if you can hop on when this, well, I won't call his a Ponzi scheme. I'm just speaking in general. If you're one of the first investors in a Ponzi scheme of any kind, it's highly likely that you'll get paid. You don't ever want to be the last person, because the last person is always going to be holding the bag. You kind of want to be up there in the front of the line. And I'm not suggesting that this is a Ponzi scheme. I'm just saying. Which, I mean, prop firms are technically Ponzi schemes. I mean, obviously the losing traders or the losing investors pays the winning ones, if you want to look at it like that. I mean, that's how these firms get paid. Mm.
My thing is, how did he get the license with Ninja Trader?
Mm. I do not know.
Remember at one
Yeah.
point they stopped giving it out.
Yeah.
To firms.
Mm-hmm. They certainly did. That's interesting. So, yeah, my, I apologize, Mad Moxie. Yeah, is this the Funded Futures family, Muhammad, the Funded Futures Network, but still, that is absolute craziness. That 15% consistency rule is crazy for non-professional traders.
Have you seen the futures desk?
No, they're just popping up with prop firms now. Seriously.
Hello, traders. Here is how the
Hello,
trailing
trader.
max drawdown works. At no time during your evaluation, exhibition, or funded pro account can your account balance fall below your max trailing drawdown. We'll use our $50,000 evaluation account as an example. The maximum trailing drawdown is $2,000. This means that on your first trade, your account balance may not go below $48,000. If you close the trade up $500, your account balance would be $50,500. Your maximum trailing drawdown balance will increase to $48,500. If you make $1,000 on the second trade, your account will be at $51,500, and your max trailing drawdown will be set at $49,500. Your next trade is a $500 loser. Your max trailing drawdown stays at $49,500 because it only trails higher after you close positive profit trades. However, in Funded Pro account, once the max trailing drawdown level reaches plus $100 of the starting balance, it will stay there for the lifetime of your account. Let's recap a few important bullet points.
So, I mean,
No longer be eligible for funding.
And then they got then they got contract scaling as well on this. Where did you find this prop firm at, Mohammed?
All right, y'all. I'm about to go eat some breakfast.
All right, bro. Peace.
Yeah. All right, later.
Oh man, Moxie, you traded with the Funded Futures Network as well. It says Mohammed says, yeah, intraday drawdown if you make more than you allow they will multiply by 6. Huh, that's interesting. They'll multiply it by 6 if you make more than your. So you got to make. Oh yeah, a 15% consistency rule. Mm. So it says having a 15 minimum. So they went back to 15 trading days when the prop firms were still in their early stages. A lot of the firms had a 15 minimum trading day requirement. But I guess now instead of saying trade 15 days, they're changing the language and saying that you have to be consistent. I mean, it's the language is different, but the requirements are still the same. Uh, having, I guess, the weight of the words when you think about it, when you're saying, "Oh, I got to follow a 15% consistency rule," it's less heavy than saying, "Damn, I got to trade for 15 days," and that's automatically going to turn off a lot of impatient traders. But if you tell them it's a consistency rule and that they just have to make a certain amount per day, it's just easier on the mind, easier to think about. And it can easily go through the filtering process and people might not even think about that if not explicitly told. And I'm starting to see the language starting to really reflect. It's almost as how lawyers write their words to where the words can mean many things at the same time. You can interpret it differently. 15, blah, blah, blah. Make sure trading before this. You must have 15 days logged on the account. And trading day only counts if at least one trade was made during that session. You must also demonstrate consistency. That means that one trading session profits cannot account for more than 40% of your total profit target. If you go over the 40%, this won't immediately break a rule. You'll just have to increase the profit target to match consistency. And this is what Mohammed was talking about. If you go over, so what does that even mean? So it says this means that on one trading session, you cannot, it says profits cannot account for more than 40% of your total profit target. Mm. Okay, so they're just capping you. Obviously, it just that's just a box term. You just have to stay consistent. You just have to stay consistent. I mean, these reset fees, they might as well don't even have resets anymore. The resets, I mean, it's gotten to the point to where these firms are now equating the reset with the full price of the eval. What's the point of getting a reset? Like, what's the point of that now? You got one day, you got like 10 days left on the account and you blow it. What's the point of resetting the account after that? There is no point. You might as well just buy a new account. If you're willing to continue to do business with these guys or with whichever firm you're trading with. Ugh. It said after 4 payouts, you can cash out everything. No hidden rules, full transparency, huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to start doing it that way because it's just unreliable at this point. It's off and on. It helps, but it's not. It's not. It's just unreliable. Mm, and I don't want to play that game. Honestly, I don't want to play it. Okay. All right. See you later, man, Moxie. See you later. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take the day and just do all that. I'm probably just gonna take the day and do that. What? Hmm. Just be too much information, honestly. Mm. Just be too much information. Mm. The real question is, this thing just keeps on popping. You went to. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I think this is probably what it is. Hmm. Hmm. No, man. Technically, that's it right there. I mean, that's really what I'm looking for. That's what I'm gonna be looking for from now on. Yeah, they'll probably come back in at 20. I think I just hate that. But I think that's where like the size comes in. Because that's probably where they're trying to go. Like for real, for real. And then if we get a break below that, then and ever since they did that, ever since Bitcoin hit 100K, for whatever reason, my charts don't even work no more. I mean, I doubt it though, but doubt it. Dude, no way. 32, about 33. I mean, there's no way that it comes all the way back up here. Not a pullback or nothing. I mean, it's not going to 40. Probably like if we get a pullback back to like 20 or 18 or something. 20, yeah, probably like 18, get a pullback to 18. And then we can make like a run up. Because if we get a break below that low. No, I'm not even in a trade. I'm just looking. I'm looking at the charts. I'm looking to see where I could possibly look in to get short. Yeah. I'm just planning the trade, planning the next short. I mean, obviously, if it's not given to me, I'm not going to take it or nothing, but because they ran through this area, I mean, I should have known, I guess, in hindsight. Oh, no, actually, that's not the area I was looking at. I just thought on the Nasdaq that was going to at least pull it back into this range and then move it up, but they ain't do that. So obviously, everybody that got that shorted that had the same idea. Well, they're getting stopped out. I mean, I wouldn't look, I guess I'm not looking for a short until it gets into this little golden range right here. We might get to 630. I mean, I'm sorry, 930. Yeah, 930. Maybe 920, 915, 930. I'll be surprised if price trades over 940 without a drop. Like I would be surprised. I would be surprised if it does that. I mean, you got this break of structure right here. I mean, obviously the bears are definitely going to want to come back in here and short this in this area. Yeah, I think I was just gonna. Nah, I'm a bear at heart. I'm always short. I look for shorts. Damn the longs. Damn them. So Mohammed, I'm just looking at it for right now. With my mind, well, with my thought process, I just identify areas where I think the market is going to react to. And I just watch to see if the market is going to do what I think it's going to do. My reward would be I move back down into this range. And this is what I'm going to be looking for if we do see a rejection from here. Now, if it keeps going up, then I'll just accept that. But I will be looking for a confirmation in this area to go short. Oh, I would just find it hard to believe that we're literally going to V bottom here. I mean, we had a massive sell off yesterday. We had a break of structure to the downside right here. I would just find it hard to believe that just trade past this and we don't see at least a rebalance lower to move up. Well, we'll see. Oh. Mm. No, no, no. I'm just talking about in general. Like I don't. Okay. I guess I guess I should make that clear. Whenever price gets there, I'm not. I don't necessarily look at if it happens today, tomorrow. It's whenever it gets there. Whenever it gets there to this level, this is when I'm gonna start looking in this area to go short. I don't expect anything to happen today. I do expect to see some volatility tomorrow, though, with it being end of month. But then at the same time, it's still a half day. I guess anything could happen. It's still a half day tomorrow still. So again, I'm not trading any account that I worked hard to build up. Obviously, it's just me speculating about the market, basically. Yeah, I'll probably take a nap today, man. I'll probably take a nap. Mm. So when you say EMA cross, I don't The EMAs on my chart is just to show me where the trend is going. I don't look for it to ever cross. The only thing I'm looking at is if it's sloping up, is it flattening out, is it sloping down? That's all I look for. That's all I look for. Yeah, then I'm too comfortable with that. Yeah, that's what gets you, because oof. Mm. Mm. You know, a lot of people are saying that I have too many indicators. The only indicators I have on this chart is the EMAs. And the EMAs, the volume profile, and these pivot points. I mean, I don't use these pivot points. I only have 3 indicators on this thing. Oh yeah, and I guess there's trend indicators, so 4. But if you're referring to everything else, those are just drawings that I put on the charts myself. Give me a second. Mm. This thing better not. All right. Mm. I appreciate everybody's words of advice. I appreciate that. Dude, what the fuck? Mm. Mm. I guess I have another opportunity then. I guess I have another opportunity. I guess that's probably why I should just focus on just one account at a time instead of doing it multiple because I mean, I guess that's what I want to do. Yeah, I think I'll just start doing it that way. Yeah, I'm not gonna deal with that. So removed in the live funded. Hmm. 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 Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I think maybe I shouldn't just do maybe I shouldn't do this. Or maybe yeah, I think maybe that's how I should play that. Maybe that's how I should. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep the 150K zero accounts that I got before the price change because I just looked at you profit again because I can't seem to make up my mind if I just want to trade intraday or if I want to swing. I mean, there's pros and cons on both sides. If I swing, then I probably won't even take profits because I mean, I can hold the position for at least a week, so I would want to see what would happen. But then if I take the day account, Hmm. But at the end of the day, I mean, if I gotta ask myself if I'm just trading this to have fun or if I'm just trading this to really build the account up. Yeah, because I mean that it's going to be that $150 fee at the end of it because that adds up. It's just the activation fee itself adds up depending on how many accounts that you pass. And then you got to take at least one trade per week in each account. Mm, 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 mm. And yeah, it's still freaking trending though. Mm. Yeah, I guess it could just do that because I mean, I guess it could do that. I mean, even if it doesn't, and even if it doesn't do it, mm, I mean, they're gonna want to come and try to sell somewhere in this area. But then what you could do is wait for at least a confirmation of it and then take the trade and could just wait for the confirmation. Because I mean they're always gonna come back and like once they do that, you could just take the confirmation trade and then but then that will require just a lot of patience and require a lot of patience. Mm, mm. Oh my bad, Mohammed. You said why do I swing? In the swing account, I don't know. What I was saying to myself is, if I wanted to swing or if I just kind of wanted to keep it intraday. The reason why I would swing is because, you know, obviously, if I swing intraday, then just being able to swing, you know, throughout the week for price to hit my price target and vice versa. I like the idea of that, but then in practice, I guess I don't ever take profits. And then at the same time, if I have to make a certain amount each day, each trading day, then that kind of defeats the purpose of a swing account. So um, I guess in my mind, I'm trying to really think about, I mean, if that's really what I want to do. Because I like the idea. The idea, I really like the idea. But in practice, I don't think that's what I should do. But I think I think the plan that I'm eventually going to the conclusion that I'll probably make is that I'll only probably trade Bitcoin in the swing account. Because I mean, as I think about it, you can make enough money intraday on the Nasdaq and the ES. You don't really have to swing either of these instruments at all. You really don't have to. It's Bitcoin though. Bitcoin, like gold, Bitcoin, instruments that doesn't finish a rotation in one session. It takes several sessions for it to make a rotation. I think I think I'll start doing that. I mean, for whatever reason, the price on Bitcoin is wrong. I don't know why it's not ingesting data or anything, or it's not my candles are not reflecting the actual price of 96,545. Yeah, price is right here, and it's not reflecting that for whatever reason. Hmm. Yeah, I guess if I do swing, I guess it'll probably just be trading gold and Bitcoin. I guess that's about that. I guess that's about it. I think that's what I would do. Don't really need to trade Nasdaq and ES or I don't have to swing these. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna probably come back to 36. Yeah, I mean it's probably gonna come back to 36. Yeah, that's crazy though. Hmm. I mean, this is where I could set it and then just wait for, the price action double top. So I think that's a good strategy. I think that's a good strategy. I think that's a good strategy right there. That's a good strategy. I think I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with that. I mean, have it to where I think it's gonna go, but then if I do see, the price action entry, then I can just take the price action entry if I see it. Mm. Mm. Oh, I'm talking about the U profit swing accounts, the 0-day accounts. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a personal account. I would never trade. Well, let me rephrase that. As long as these props exist, I really don't see a point in risking my own money if all I got to do is be right and follow rules. If I were to put $1,500 into a personal account, that's about 10 evals right there, 10, 15 evals. So losing my whole 1,500, I can just take these prop firms and make the $1,200 a week like I've been doing. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm going to start doing from now on. What's on my mind, game weight? Uh, it's a lot of things on my mind. Like as me and Muhammad talked about yesterday, it's not any logical errors that I have. It's all emotional. And when these when these emotional errors trigger, as everybody in the chat was saying, it does blind me from certain things. And this usually happens after, quote unquote, I reach like, dude, like I said, I've gotten like, ever since October, I've gotten like 9, or I'm on my 8th payout with MFF. I'm on my 8th payout. And usually when that happens, I just lose, for the lack of better words, I lose focus because I've already accomplished the goal. I've accomplished it, and I've accomplished it many times. So I guess it loses its meaning. And as I talked about before, meaning and purpose, I guess that's like really a big thing for me. If it doesn't make sense to do, then I won't do it. Or I won't feel like doing it, or I won't put my all in doing it. And it kind of gets me thinking about, that's probably why, when you read these motivational books by motivational speakers and by very successful people, they tell you to dream big and have a goal that can be unattainable. And I'm starting to understand why, because it's like, once you hit something a couple of times, you get bored of it. It doesn't have no meaning after that. It's, okay, I got my other payout. I mean, all I had to do is follow these rules. I mean, I'm not saying that I don't appreciate the payouts, because obviously with these payouts, it's put me in a better position. But I said it doesn't have purpose. So now I guess what I'm thinking about is, how can I make this bigger? Like, how can I make this bigger? I've already talked about kind of doing the whole, teaching how to trade thing. And I mean, that's kind of what I want to do, but I just don't like the idea of that, because that would just require a lot from me. And what I mean by that, it would just require a lot of attention that maybe I feel like I'm not willing to give. It's one thing if I choose to do it, but it's another thing if I have to do it. And that's probably just me being rebellious. So it's just a lot of emotional stuff to work out. And then once I get refocused and just have everything in a nice, clean box, then I can, start running head first again. But during these times of indecision, not being focused, not knowing what I want to do and where I want to go, I have these self-sabotaging cycles. So, I mean, that's what I'm thinking about. Because me coming on stream, I don't have to do this. And I guess that just takes, pressure off. I mean, it's not necessarily pressure, but it's something that I don't have to do, so I don't have to think about it. Now, if I were to, per se, start like a group and we're trading and this and that, and then I'm required to do it because people are paying for an expectation. They're not necessarily paying for an expectation, because in this business, it's not result driven, but it's, if you're helping somebody become better, then they've gotten their money's worth. Getting paid is, icing on top, because we're gonna win some, we're gonna lose some. So it's not the fact that I think that I need to win every trade. No, it's just the fact that, okay, now I have to come on. Now I have to do this because I'm expected to do it, and it's a different type of energy. So it's like, how can I really manage that? And then just the idea of doing this forever, which I'll do anyway, but it's crazy just how the mind just kind of just find ways just to be stupid. I'm gonna do this every day until I expire anyway, but because I'm doing this as providing a service, even though I'm doing it now, it's like, it's different. So it's just the mental, like, it's just emotional. I guess the emotional side of the mind that just makes stupid. It's just stupid to me. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. And I'm thinking about, on days where, because I said my only days is when, emotions are high. in the market. When the market is going through areas of support and there's no price action, at least on the Nasdaq, because even though we had a big down day on the ES, I mean, the price action was still there. But I'm thinking that, okay, maybe I should just focus more on the ES in terms of if this is something that, you know, I guess I want to move forward with, because I can easily read the ES and then just have the Nasdaq as something like an added bonus. Because I mean, with the Nasdaq, she's level based. I mean, she'll trade price action here and there, but once you get to a certain level with the Nasdaq, that's when she begins to react. She doesn't necessarily trade with too much price action. I mean, you'll see the breaks of structure, you'll see all that, you'll see it, but for the most part, when she gets to an area of support, you're always gambling, will the buyers buy here? And if they do buy here, will they hold? Versus on the ES, you know exactly if you're right or wrong. On the Nasdaq, you really don't know. You're kind of always gambling if you don't have like software like Mohammed and Gainweight has, to where it shows you the amount of volume that's coming in, or you have to wait for confirmation. And it really depends. It really depends on what kind of trader you are. I'm not willing to wait for confirmation. I don't care to do that, because by the time the confirmation's in, you could be buying the top on the Nasdaq. But for the ES, I mean, waiting for confirmation, like waiting for a confirmation for this short, you got to wait for this to break down, because obviously it was in a bullish trend. I mean, this is a double top, but if you didn't take this double top here, which, I mean, you kind of would have had to have balls to take the short because of how bullish this damn thing was. And if you're trading with size, you're definitely going to try to hold off. So you have to wait for the breakdown, wait for the retest, and then sell the thing. But I mean, this one move takes 20 minutes to an hour to set up. And if you got this top at 147, you didn't catch the bottom all the way until like 542. And that's just on the ES, but the Nasdaq will give it to you quick and fast. But then, like I said, you're always gambling with, will she hold here? Will she hold here? Will she hold here? Mm. Mm. Oh shit. No, I'm not falling. I'm not gonna fall for that. I think it's like I said, I'll just catch the price action. I was looking at 32, 33 to go short on the ES originally. This is where I had my limit. If I kept my limit from earlier this morning, I would actually be in this short on the ES. I would be in this right now, short on the ES. But and I would have my stop above this range right here. But with the EMAs kind of still sloping up, obviously this market is not going to short no time soon. Mm. Mm. Uh, uh, uh. Yeah. You said I thought I streamed for therapy. I don't recall ever saying that, but I guess I could. Problem is what you're aiming for, bro. He said it'll be a great ES trader and make millions. Nah. I mean, yeah, I kind of figured that with ES. But I'm also a great Nasdaq trader. Don't come for me like that, gain weight. Don't make me go full port on you. But no. Um no, I just find the Nasdaq more challenging. And the Nasdaq will always have a place in my heart. But I have been thinking about, because like I said, majority of my payouts that I've gotten so far is from ES. I mean, Nasdaq, I've still gotten more payouts with Nasdaq, but obviously with these weekly payouts with the ES, it is getting up there. I wonder. We'll see what happens here, because we got a break of the 21 EMA. I mean, this candle hasn't closed yet, but they broke this EMA. They broke it. They broke the trend. So if I was in here, I would have an 8-point target. I would have an 8-point target if I was in. So at least for right now, I took no drawdown in this trade, and I would be up about 4 points. Let me see. 2 minus about 2 or 3 points. I'll be up 3 points. 2.75, 3 points. And I guess my target would be right here. 25-ish. 25.50 would be my target, I think, right here. 25.50 would be my target. I mean, it would just be my fault. I mean, at the end of the day, it would be my fault. Mm. Yeah, it'll be my fault. It would be my fault. So if I got in here, this will be my entry at 32.50. Now I'm kind of mad I moved it. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I was looking at 32.50 for an entry. My target would be here at I think 25.75. Yeah, I think this is where my target would be. Let me see. 875 minus 75. Actually, my target would be right here at 24.50. This is where my target would be at. Like I said, it would be my fault. And would my stop be right here? No, it wouldn't be right here. Well, I guess if I had this entry, I would have what a 5-6 point stop. My stop will be here at 38 at a 6-point stop, 38.50, right above these highs, where it would invalidate the trade if price were to come back in right here. Hmm. Hold on. Okay. All right. And then probably like mm, mm, theory generational case mindset. Mm. You know, I guess that's a very interesting I think that's a very interesting hmm, Mm. Huh, I guess because why not? I don't know. I don't know, game wave. I guess the only answer that I could give you, I mean, I guess this is a belief that I haven't changed or update because I guess it never really. I guess because since I never needed it before, I mean, why do I need it now? I mean, obviously, if I always had to make do with what I had, and I guess if that's something that's been instilled in me, I guess having millions of dollars wouldn't really change anything for me. So I guess that's not really a goal that I have. I've also come to the conclusion that the more money you have doesn't mean that you're happy or successful or changes who you are. I guess it allows you to do more things. It allows you to build the world that you want to live for yourself and for the people that you care about. But I guess something that I've continuously see, and it's not all people, but the one thing that I continuously see is that people have all the money in the world and yet it doesn't change nothing. All it does is turns. I guess it really depends on how you make the money, I guess. Everybody sees you as somebody to take advantage of. Everybody's coming to you with their problems or their investment ideas because you have the money. I guess maybe low key. I guess the real reason why I never really cared to have a lot of money is because I guess I've seen what it does to people, and I guess I seen what it does to other people. Because I mean, we can live in a fairy tale world and say that no, that's not what happens, but if people know that you have money, that's all they're going to see you for. And I guess maybe I never really changed that because I know growing up, that was something that I guess I never really wanted. I guess I wanted real people around me. I didn't want people that just only wanted me to because I would give them something. And I guess I never really went back and changed that way of thinking. Now that I really think about it. It changes your family members, it changes your friends. But apparently, I guess, quote unquote, if you're broke, you know that people are there for you and that you can trust people and blah, blah, blah. Versus, oh, this person can give me something, this person can feed me. I guess I never really liked that. So being a millionaire was never a goal of mine. Mm. And honestly, I think that's probably what's kind of holding me back from really stepping into, I guess, the position that I really need to step into now that I'm thinking about it. Because I guess I know deep down that once, family members know that, oh wow, he's the ATM, then you'll start getting the calls. You'll start getting the calls. Oh, my roof is broken, or my cousin broke his hip. He needs surgery. It's just stuff like that. And obviously I don't have to give nobody money. I'm not saying that. I guess it's just you just know that that's what people will see you as. And I guess I just don't want that. I make enough money to be comfortable and happy and take care of my responsibilities. I guess outside of that, I really don't see any use for money. But I guess that's something that I have to really start to think about as well. I guess there's just a lot of stuff that I guess I've ignored over the years that's kind of holding me back from what I need to be doing now. But once my kids become of age, I think that's probably where I'm going to start ramping it up, because I mean, now that I understand how this game works and this game of life that we all play, I understand how it works, or I at least have an understanding of how it works. The one thing that I do want to pass down to my kids, I don't want to pass them money, but what I want to do is pass them, uh, I guess, a brand and a business. If I can build a brand and I can build a business, then I can pass that down to my kids, and they can take that brand and business that I passed down to them, and they can keep moving it forward. The one thing that has plagued the Black community for a long time is that we're always looking for other communities to employ us. Because, I mean, unfortunately, that welfare program has definitely been a very damaging tool for our community. I'm not saying that we're the only ones, obviously, but obviously I can only speak on that community, obviously. So that welfare mindset has really kept us down. And there's just not too many Black-owned businesses to where you can be employed by other businesses in the Black community. And that's one thing that I will do for my kids. It's give them the ability to say that this is a brand. I work for my own brand. I make money for my own brand. And so I guess when that happens, or when they become of age, that's when they say, okay, now I need to make more money. Now I need to do this so they can have that. I don't want to play the game for my kids. I don't believe in giving money to kids without them earning it. I've seen the damages that it does. I know some people think it's cute and say, I don't want my kids to work and blah, blah, blah. And it's usually those kids are like the worst people in society. They've been given no responsibility. Everything's been given to them. They live in a fairy tale world and they don't accomplish nothing. I think a good example of that is 50 Cent's son and Pop Smoke. Now, I know that there's rumors that Pop Smoke could be an illegitimate child of 50 Cent, but I mean, I'm not going to speak about that. But if you listen to the interviews with 50 Cent, Pop Smoke is exactly the son that he always wanted. And he treated him as if he was his son, because he saw himself in him, the grind, the hunger. He wanted to get on his own. 50 Cent's actual son, he's always looking for a handout. Always looking for a handout. 50 Cent wrote in his book that he tried to give his son and start him up in the shoe business before like sites like what is it, GOAT, and those other shoe sites or whatever. He tried to set his son up with that, and he fumbled the bag on that. And it's hard to break kids out of that habit if they've been raised to just only have their hand out and receive and not have to work for it. So I'm not here to play the game for any of my kids. I'm not here to give them any money at all. I'm just here to provide them the tools that they need to be successful in life. That's it. That is it. But that's definitely a good question, Gameway, because that really did get me thinking about a lot of things. It did get me thinking. Mm. Mm. And I definitely agree with that, man, Moxie. I definitely agree with that. Definitely agree. If the kids don't see you work, they don't work. Kids really do take in what they see. It's not what you say, it's what you do. And I just find it interesting that parents be like, yeah, do what I say, not what I do. And then be like, and get mad that the kids do exactly what they see. That's what kids are. They look at their environment and they adopt the behaviors of their environment because that's how they're wired to survive. I mean, it's not rocket science at all. And you don't ever have to take my word for it. I mean, kids born in different communities, you can have, if a black child is being raised by a Hispanic family, he's going to be speaking Spanish and he's going to take on Hispanic traditions because that's how he was raised, or she, and vice versa. Yeah. It's not rocket science at all. So that's the one thing that at least that I show my kids is that they always see me work. They always see me earn, because I don't like asking for anything. I mean, the biggest obstacle in life that I had to overcome was asking for help and accepting it. That was a big thing for me because I don't like that shit. I did not like that at all. I wanted to figure it out on my own. I don't care if I make mistakes. I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. But a big thing was, as long as I could figure it out on my own, then, I would feel vindicated. But over time, I've learned that obviously I don't know everything. So kind of having that mindset kind of held me back. It held me back. I could have got to certain places in life that took me a lot longer than it would have if I just asked for the help. Could have got there sooner. But we don't cry over spilled milk, though. The milk has already been spilled. Ain't no point crying about it. Mm. Yeah, I agree. And gain weight, that's very interesting. You're probably the first person that I've heard or seen say that. I'm not saying you're the first person to see that. I guess I've never met anybody that would say that. Mm. Well, mm. I do know that a lot of people say that, but I guess in reality they don't ever do it. I'm not saying that you won't, but I know that a lot of people say that, just kicking your kids out of the house without any tools for them to be successful is obviously a recipe for their disaster, obviously. And I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree. Only some people survive that and get lucky. But if you're kicked out of the house and you don't even know, you have no money, nothing strong or stable to stand on, you got all these responsibilities hitting you at one time, bills, rent. First, you got to find a place to stay. Then you got to find a place where it's affordable to stay. Then you got to find a job. And on top of the job, you got to find a lifestyle that fits within. Like, that's a lot for someone that doesn't have the experience. It's a lot. And that's why a lot of people fail. That's why a lot of people get suckered into a lot of bad deals because of inexperience. You see a lot of people make choices that they really wouldn't make if they had better options available to them. A lot of people get caught in lifestyles just because they got to do it. They have no other choice but to do it. Or at least that's how they feel at the time. And then you get in so deep. And then once you get into a spot to where it's like, oh, I'm comfortable, I can finally make ends meet, and I can start focusing on how I want to live my life outside of work.
You're in too deep, depending on the lifestyle. You're just in too deep. And that's how a lot of these gangs, that's what they prey on. These cults, dangerous communities. They take advantage of people's situations. And then they tell them that you can't get out. Hmm. And I definitely agree with that, man, Moxie. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree. Not everybody can survive. Not everybody can survive. But I bet that situation motivated you to come forward, because it's like, I feel like the people that are the strongest in our society are the people that survive situations where they had no other choice. Either they survived or they died. Yeah, yeah. Matt Moxley is definitely one of those outliers. Definitely. I mean, shit. She's well, shit. I mean, at this point, might as well, right? Shit. At this point, you might as well. Let's see what happens. But yeah, I've been through all that. I mean, when I look back on my life, honestly, it's like, man, it took a while, but I got here. There was a lot of changes, a lot, a lot, a lot of changes. I feel like I think if I didn't join the military out of high school, I probably wouldn't. I really don't even know where I would even be. I really don't know where I would be at, because that decision, which was not even my own, mind you, started everything for me. So I wasn't even thinking about going into the military. It was my brother at the time. The crazy thing is, actually, I mean, it's so crazy. Like, I mean, life is crazy. Yeah, I'm working my way towards that, Mohammed. Like I said, I'm going to take this weekend and really and just really flesh out a lot of things. I will, because honestly, I like I said, I don't like when I go on these self-sabotaging cycles and streaks, especially if, people are just joining the stream or they just found the channel and I look like an ass. But I don't like that. I don't like that. But obviously, like I said, it's an emotional era. So it's like I just have to figure out emotionally, like, why I just stop. And like I said, that question that Gain Weight asked, it really did make me think about it, because I guess for the longest time I didn't think about it. I mean, I guess I came to my conclusion, so I don't think about things after I conclude, I guess. And It's like, why? Why not become a millionaire? Okay, well, yeah, why not? Why not? Why- But like I said, I guess I just don't feel the need to. That's probably why. And I guess I don't want people to change around me. I guess the people I care about, I don't want them to change. I guess that's another reason because I know as soon as I show the money, I just know what's going to happen after that. Or I don't know. I have a good idea what happens after that based on past experiences from other people. I mean, I feel that the only time the situation where you know the people around you is if they also have money themselves. If they don't have any money themselves, then you're basically going to be the ATM. I think 50 Cent wrote in his book, oh, I don't think he did, when he went to lunch with Mark Wahlberg and he actually paid for the meal. And he wrote in his book and said that Mark Wahlberg said to him, like, dang, I'm so used to paying for everybody. When you offered to pay, it took me by surprise because he was so used to it. And that's so true. When you got the money, you're the ATM. People just think that you should pay for everything because you got money. Hmm. But that mindset obviously is outdated because that was how I felt when obviously growing up. But that mindset no longer matters now. So obviously that's something that I need to update. That doesn't matter. I mean, it hasn't mattered for a long time. I mean, once I'm solid with who I am, I have no problem telling you no, and I don't have no problem not talking to you ever again. I don't have those problems anymore. Uh, I have boundaries. I didn't have boundaries when I was growing up, obviously, but I have boundaries now. That's why I'd say you only got one time with me, and after that one time, it's done. I don't give you a second chance to do the same shit again, and I make that very clear with anybody I interact with. So I mean, yeah, that way of thinking doesn't matter anymore. So like I said, I'm gonna try to flesh out. I guess what I plan on doing is just really write in my journal this weekend and just really flesh out all the emotional baggage that I may have never addressed in my childhood or in my youth. Stuff that I had or protection mechanisms that I put in place that I just never turned off. And really start getting to where I guess I need to go. Because obviously at this point, there's nobody holding myself back but myself. Obviously, it's me. It's me, obviously. Hmm. And yeah, me and Smith talk about this all the time because I mean, y'all see it with Smith. I mean, dude, it's like for whatever reason, whenever he reaches 100K in his account, he just blows up, and there's no reason why you're blowing up $100,000 a drawdown. And yet, that when that self-sabotaging mechanism turns on, it's just hard. It's just hard to turn off. It's just really hard to turn off because it's out. It feels like it's outside of your control. Oh, 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 mm, yeah, you're probably right about that, Mad Moxie. You're right. You're probably right about that. That's probably right. Yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah, it definitely is. Oh man, I guess I'm laughing because it's true. I guess I do that. I do. I do. I know I do. I do. Make it harder than yeah, I do. I don't know why. I guess I'm trying to make it challenging. I guess. Oh well, I will share this. I will share this. I will. You know, in my mind, sometimes I'm thinking like, dude, is this too easy? Like, what's really stopping me from just taking all the money out of the market? Like, what's stopping me? And that's the question that kind of begins to self sabotage sometimes. Like, dude, is it too good to be true? Like, what's really stopping me from like really just extracting all the money? Like, what's stopping me? I mean, obviously, it's myself and when I get into that mindset, obviously, but hmm, yeah, I guess you're kind of right about that too. I want to make it hard, so I guess it means something like, yeah, I overcame adversity to get this money. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I guess it also maybe it's because I have a natural mind to solve problems too. If there's no problems to solve, maybe I start to create them so I can solve them. That could be also something too. Hmm. Yeah, that's the that could be it. Yeah. 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 Mm. Hmm. Yeah, gain weight. You know, this is starting to feel like therapy, dude. This is starting to feel like therapy. It's like a therapy session. What do you see in this picture? When you look at it, I see my account blowing up. I see it being negative drawdown. And it's a picture of a dolphin. Oh man, that's funny. uh, uh, Arsha, yeah, this is an eval. This is not any of my funded accounts. I'm not trading any of my funded accounts. I think I'm actually in the sim actually with this trade. I'm in the sim. We're not trading for real today and tomorrow. We're not trading for real. You say you're short Bitcoin? Dude, I don't know what the heck is wrong with my charts, man. I really don't. And it's kind of making me mad with this Bitcoin because shit. Hold on, you say you're short Bitcoin? Where are you short at? Bitcoin is at 96. I'll figure this out. I really don't know why this thing is doing this. I don't know why. Because both of my Bitcoin charts are just frozen completely, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why this CL chart is on my chart. Like it seems like uh, yeah, I ain't going back to CL. I ain't going back to CL. Yeah, because it doesn't do what I wanted to do. That's why. Oh yeah, that's that 80, that range chart, that game we was talking about.
34. Yeah, probably like 34-ish. I mean, I highly doubt that it comes back up and takes that out. But I do think they're going to try to trap bears underneath this low at 19, though. I do think that in the future that they will try to trap them right here. I guess what I'm gonna start doing is making sure just do a checklist. Like I know what I need to do. I just don't do it, and just go right back to gambling. I mean, do I need this chart? I mean, do I need this? Do I need this chart? Hmm. 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 So you short 97, 830? Yeah, it sucks, man. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, because I definitely would have shorted this. I was actually looking to short this last night because shorts work on that on the freaking on Bitcoin. I don't ever have to worry about shorts. It's the longs that you have to really worry about. It's the longs. But you get into a good short, man, you can just ride that damn thing, man. You can really ride a good short on that on the Bitcoin. I'll change gain weight, and I guess so. I guess so, Alfred. This is an intervention. Sherm, what you're doing is we're tired of seeing you fighting the trend. We're tired of seeing you do it. Just trade with the trend. Oh, that's funny. Mm. Oh. Yeah, I guess I will, man. I guess at this point in time, I just have to, man. I guess I just have to. Stop. Get some help. No, I want to fight the trend. I want to fight it. Oh man. Mm. Being profitable? Going with the trend? Get out of here with that nonsense. Get out of here. I ain't gonna lie, that'd be kind of upsetting. That would definitely be upsetting, dude. Like, the fuck? That would be upsetting. Man, this looks like this is about to start going down. Just want to see how much it would cost. No. Mm. Hmm. Yeah, that is absolutely crazy, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. 787. 787. Yep. 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 787 right on the dot too. 787, huh? I mean, dude, honestly, like if we just wait for the damn thing to set up. I mean, damn, look at that, man. That should hit it perfectly. Hmm. That's like what a 90-point target right there. I mean, does this thing recover without a drop for real though? Does it do that? I mean, we had a big move down. I mean, they came back and they dropped this thing. Hmm. Yeah, they came back and they dropped it. So I mean, if they did that, then, that's interesting. Yeah, because you can always get that price action entry. Because they could just do that. Hmm. Yeah, that's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Mm, I mean, am I tripping? Am I tripping or something? 25. Hmm. Hmm. All right, Mohammed. Have a nice day, man. Hmm. He said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm. That's exactly where it's at, too. And I don't want to. Hmm. I mean, because if that's, I mean, I don't doubt it, though. Mhm. Yeah, just see what happens, though. What, 97 or something? Yeah, I think that's like the biggest thing. Guess I just don't trust it. I think it's just too good to be true. Guess I need to go back to doing that. Because if, I mean, if I'm right, then I shouldn't be wrong. Probably because, yeah, dude. I think you gotta just start thinking in terms like that. Because, I mean, it's not gonna do anything unless they, it's not gonna do anything unless it starts doing this right here. Mm. Yeah, it is. I think we got like what, 30 minutes, I think. 30 minutes. The market's gonna close in 30 minutes. Mm. Mm. Let's see. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Okay. Yeah, everything's about cleared out. I'm looking at the book map chat right now. Everything's about cleared out. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna end it here. I know we got 30 minutes, but I need to go get my daughter. I need to go get her. So I did enjoy this talk with you guys. I did enjoy spending time with you, with everybody. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, and we'll definitely come back tonight at pre-market. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens at the open. Um, we'll just hang out. I appreciate that, game weight. All right, everybody. Peace out.